What happened to crypto? Why have all of a sudden we've like entered a bull market? Well, pretty much breaking 30,000 for Bitcoin was what we needed. And here, looking at the Ethereum chart, man, I really want to get back into the game by some of my trades. If you follow me over on TikTok and Instagram, I share a lot of this stuff. But yesterday, I made a 6x on my trading account by Ethereum, basically. My Bitcoin, I got 334%, but I had a lot more margin. Actually, I was using less margin on that one. The Ethereum, I was being relatively incredibly risky by 71x on stuff, but I knew what was happening, right? We had a spot ETF potentially approval. This is just a trust for Ethereum, but it is basically what BlackRock has done with the Bitcoin, and then a few days later, boom, they're trying to get a spot ETF. Well, what is an ETF? It's an exchange traded fund, and therefore institutional investors and retail investors that want to be backed by a bank, because banks have FDIC insurance, and then for brokerage exchanges, they've got the SPIC insurance, which is up to $500,000 per account. So there's some insurance into it. So if you're going to get into Ethereum and Bitcoin, a lot of people would rather do something like that for the sheer fact that it is more safe. It's more safe for them to hold their money. So that is freaking huge. And what happened with Ethereum? It completely skyrocketed. And here, if I had an ascending triangle that I was showing people for a while, which was right here, right in this area, and it wasn't as long. Here, let me change this to red so that we can see a little bit more. But should have just deleted it, but it did not delete. Anyway, we broke out, and what typically happens in a scenario like this, well, we'll jump up, right? We'll touch once, then we'll come back down, we'll touch the bottom, then we'll touch, then we'll touch. Then the third time, usually we break out, but it's a fake out is what it's called. So there's going to get a pull back, and then bam, that's when the news hit, and that's where you see all my trades on Ethereum going 6x. And now I'm waiting for a pullback, but I'm trying to figure out where should that pullback be. But if I'm looking at some of these trend lines, this doesn't look like there's a whole lot of support there, but it might be something that's worth potentially taking a look at, because you can see the wick is going here, but I will delete that guy. And I want to zoom out for a little bit and show you an even bigger ascending triangle that we got going here. Okay, so if I zoom out, because I'm getting the range back here, and that's where we've been topped out. So it's really this bigger triangle that we're looking at here. It's this guy. Everything inside here. And that to me is important, because we need to try to break above that guy. And so here, let me zoom out once more and kind of see how many times have we hit that guy. There's been a couple, but it's not an entirely ascending triangle. So it's something to look out for. But if I'm looking at the volume, we've got a lot of really good support right around 1900. So I don't see us falling under 1900 again. But before you bounce again, you might see something go like this. Before you have those three, then the fake out again, and then off to the races again, which towards the end of the year. And that's sort of where I'm looking at, and I'm staying on the sidelines for a little bit, because this was a big move. So there's gonna need to be some consolidation whatsoever, unless we're just fully banking on the news. Because the news for Bitcoin and why it's been going up so much is right now you've got up to 8 days to approve 12 spot ETFs. And again, what I said earlier in the video, the spot ETF, meaning it's not a derivative. It's not making up an option contract for Bitcoin and Ethereum. This one is literally anything to do with spot means you have to own the asset. So in order for them to own the asset, they've got to go to Coinbase. They got to go to Binance in order to buy it. And if they buy it, well, there's buying pressure and the price is going to go through the roof and they're going to have a lot of money. So there's what happens at an exchange is you've got quite a bit of money and you've got quite a bit of funds, like, what am I saying? The asset, the underlying asset, Bitcoin and Ethereum, on the sidelines where they're not listed on the exchange. It's for the really high profile people that are going to spend billions of dollars. Because the last thing a billionaire wants to do is buy, I don't know, 50,000 Bitcoin, and then the next time they go to buy another chunk of 50,000, well, now the price is $5,000 more expensive because you're just having this buying pressure go up. So they're going to buy all the liquidity off the market. Yeah, it's kind of cheating, but the holds the money makes the rules. And once that supply runs out, then you're forced to buy at the market price, and that's going to stair step everything up. And that's what is going to happen with Bitcoin is it won't happen instantaneously because they'll be able to buy all the funds off the listed exchanges, but eventually it's going to trickle down and everyone is going to have to buy that. So that's why right now is a perfect time to get in on this stuff before it actually happens. But this is Johnny Crypto. I'm here to help you guys make some money. Oh, I didn't say a price target for what I'm thinking on. Still 40,000 for Bitcoin and Ethereum. If I'm zooming out here on Ethereum, where could that next target be? Looking at it, around 2,400. I could see 2,400 before the year end, especially if we get the spot ETF. You're going, that's only like $300 more than what it's at right now. True, but if you look at that, that's like a 30% hike on Ethereum at the moment, which is massive gains. Guys, in crypto, you're expected to just get this stuff double, triple your money right away. Doesn't happen, but you can do it like I did on Biget, and you can trade quite a bit more of your money. Like I was using 71 times my money to make it. Yes, you got to know what's going on. You got to be a proficient trader in order to do something like that. You got to have tight stops, but this is what my channel is about. Try to help you guys. Last thing, the RSI. We are in overbought territory on the daily. Has it pulled back? At least on, even on the 4 hour, it's still showing. The 1 hour is trying to bounce off the 50, which might see some more. You can hang out above here for quite a while. Here, I didn't even look. What does the weekly look like? Weekly's on that 50. And bouncing up. That's good. That is actually really good. So anyway, I digress. Till next time.